Gearbor presents the 5 best economics textbooks 2020. Let's get started with the list. Starting off our list at number 1, Economics in One Lesson. Economics in One Lesson, first published in 1946, is a good starting point for anyone who needs a thorough but not overly technical explanation of economics and how economies work. While it uses some dated examples, the underlying message remains relevant today. Economics is best viewed as a long game that factors in both known and unknown elements that can influence outcomes. This economics book applies that principle to common scenarios that are easy to understand, such as minimum wage and government spending initiatives. It challenges the notion that economics is best interpreted as a series of short-term scenarios, events, and trends. Overall, this book is a solid choice for building your economics knowledge base, if you want something that's easy to digest. At number 2, Basic Economics. If you're looking for a general overview of economics and how different economic systems work, Basic Economics is your guide. Thomas Sowell's bestseller covers the basics of capitalism, socialism, feudalism, and the like with a concise explanation of the underlying principles of each. It's very much a common-sense approach to high-level economic concepts explained for the everyday person. This economics book is designed to reinforce the basic relationships between the entities that own or control resources, and those that need or purchase them. It incorporates real-life examples along the way, offering a relatable context for how the economy operates and how it affects the people who live within it. At number 3, Freakonomics. Microeconomics is a branch of economics that focuses on single drivers of economic change and the impacts of individual decision-making. In other words, it's largely about cause and effect. Sounds simple enough, but Freakonomics doesn't take the traditional approach to understand microeconomics and its impacts on the broader economy. Instead, authors Stephen Levitt and Stephen Dubner analyze the links between seemingly unrelated concepts, such as how crime rates coincide with abortion rates. This economics book is a fun and thought-provoking read that's designed to spur armchair economists to closely look at how things that may not seem important can have a ripple effect where the economy is concerned. After its publication in 2005, the authors have continued expanding on their microeconomics theories in 2 other books, Super Freakonomics and Think Like a Freak. At number 4, Capitalism and Freedom. There are different approaches that tend to dominate world economies, including capitalism. In a capitalist economy, or in a mixed economy that incorporates capitalist principles alongside something else, such as socialism, the markets and market transactions are the main movers and shakers of economic activity. The idea behind capitalism is that capital goods are owned privately, by either individuals or businesses, while the public, that is consumers, supplies the labor to produce them. The pace at which those goods and/or services are produced is based on the laws of supply and demand. In Capitalism and Freedom, author Milton Friedman examines how capitalism paves the way for economic progress. He makes a strong argument for the merits of capitalism in its purest form, and its role in promoting individual economic freedom. At number 5, Capitalism in America. Alan Greenspan served as chair of the Federal Reserve for nearly 2 decades before moving into the private sector as an economic consultant. His book, Capitalism in America, co-authored with Adrian Wooldridge, chronicles the evolution of capitalism in the U.S. over the last 400 years. There's a definite appeal for history buffs, but it's also great for readers wanting to learn more about the context behind major events in American economic history, such as the Great Depression and more recently, the uptick in the economy following the 2016 election. Greenspan offers his personal perspective on the current state of capitalism in America, and its key strengths and weaknesses, as a leading world economic power. Those points are underscored with plenty of data points and statistics to back them up, but it's still highly readable.